believe we're on day 2. Hang on. That's right, we're on day 2. We just talked to Evrock. And now the door that...
The door to the Weasel's den, guarded by the Lionhead Knocker. Both have seen better days.
And Everett sent us to open the door to leave a message to these people. We were told not to go in, so we're gonna go in.
The door is slick with rain. You don't hear any movement inside. In fact, it's oddly silent in the yard around you. No birds chirp. You knock silently. The upholstery muffles the sound. No response comes from the apartment.
I guess no one is in?
The lieutenant looks uncomfortable.
You're pretty sure the owner of the apartment isn't here. It's safe-ish.
Lieutenant, what is your opinion of this task we're undertaking?
Let's be honest. This isn't what I joined the Elysium for, but every day tells you something new about yourself.
The lieutenant replies, still inspecting the padded door.
Apparently, working with the local union boss to get info on an investigation is not something I'm squeamish about.
So you don't mind if I unlock the door?
I mind that the local thug is using the RCM for his busy work. But if this gets us to the bottom of this hanging, then I'm willing to look over it. On the other hand, we could just leave and tell Everett we opened the door. No one seems to be tailing us to see if we actually did it.
He looks at the surrounding windows uncomfortably. Lie to Everett? That's also an option?
Yes, presenting a fabrication is known to get results here and there. You took this task. You make the call.
He crosses his arms.
The door is right here. You can just open it and be done with this.
I also want to go in and see what's up in there.
The door to the Weasel's den, guarded by the Lionhead Knocker. Both have seen better days.
Use Manana's key to unlock the door.
You try to be as silent as you can. It takes a bit of rattling of the handle to loosen the bolt. Finally, the door unlocks with a small clack. Thoughts race through your head. The sound of the key turning still echoes in the yard. Hopefully no one heard. There's nothing else to do than to leave and tell Everett. No conceivable reason for you to intrude on the premises.
I want to know what's inside.
There might be important information in the apartment. I mean, there might.
Exactly. There might be important, murder investigated related things, not just, empty bottles that I might be able to pick up for money or something. Let's go. Empty.
A row of mugs sits on the shelf. Each one depicts a human figure. A dark-skinned woman grinning amidst mysterious symbols. A broad-shouldered man shoveling potatoes, and others.
Oh, this is probably the racist mug person. Tap on the mugs.
A little ring. Though cheerful, the images on the ceramic make you vaguely uncomfortable. There's something disdainful in the way the curves and lines of the bodies were drawn.
What do I mean uncomfortable? It's the racist mug collector. I'm not actually sure what our goal was with finding the racist mug collector, but we found them.
It looks like the artist is celebrating diversity, but underneath, he's just making fun of these people.
Nickel slippery. I don't see these as stereotypes. I think there are honest acknowledgements of difference. I don't think I like the owner of this apartment.
No one's telling you to like him. You might learn something from him, though. The lieutenant picks up one of the mugs, then puts it back down. with a look of disdain.
I'm beginning to feel better about breaking into this man's apartment.
Yay. Whip out your yellow man mug and compare.
Yes, your broken mug friend would feel very much at home here. The same humor, the same mocking lines.
There's the missing tin soldier. Whoever lives here might have used the Whirling's container to dump his trash.
The lieutenant looks at the mugs next to each other.
And now they've drawn the ire of the Union. The plot thickens, as they say.
An interesting little clue. Let's see where this goes. Clues have a way of magically connecting to other clues down the road. Perhaps you should break into apartments more often.
I love that conclusion. Do you really think it's the same person who put the dead man's clothes in the trash?
Who knows? I'm not expecting too much from this clothes in the trash lead either way. It might turn out to be some random local matter, but still, a nice coincidence.
The lieutenant opens his notebook.
You could ask Everard who this person is once you're done here.
Move on from the mugs. Smell of disinfectant in the room. Smells like chemicals. Ooh, got drugs. Small suitcase full of clothes. Guests are staying over? Whoever lives here admires fair hair fantasy heroes with big muscles? Book titled The Hidden World of Walking Sticks lies open? You can almost feel the warmth of the red sun on the flag.
This is the flag of Revachol, the suzerainty.
What's with the sun?
This isn't just one sun, but there are little suns dancing around the big sun. This is the sevenfold sun miracle.
What's the sevenfold sun miracle?
It's an optical atmospheric anomaly the first settlers saw. Happens in cold weather. 6 small suns around the big one. This complex halo phenomena is how old Revachol got its flag.
Lieutenant, the old flag of the suzerain.
The tenant is an old-fashioned guy.
He looks around the apartment.
By old-fashioned, he means very right-wing.
Don't bow down to the flag.
The flag doesn't seem to mind. It's just a colorful fabric with a sun sewn onto it. Like all feudal flags, it looks like a children's drawing.
Yes, sir. More drugs. Okay. That's everything, then let's get out of here before we get caught. Is that just a bookshelf?
Yes?
Okay. Intillary dress shirt. Dressed in spotless, gleaming white shirt, the kind that serious men wear at serious intillary offices. Not yet piss-soaked or cum-stained. That's great. This one at least doesn't have any minuses. Okay, it's a much nicer version of this one. Okay. What else do we want to do right now? Can also send Kim back with the body. Go into the apartment complex. Got the key for that the other time. The graffito says, "A firing squad for the rich." The note reads, "Foreclosed by Martinez Reality Associates." Book 16 Days of Coldest April. Waves crashing in the darkness. Someone has torn down the wall. An old grocery list on the table and checks.
What happened here?
You can't foreclose on an apartment with a hole in the wall. This looks so sad.
It will still be accessible through the apartment next to it. That one didn't have a door. Sadly, nothing of great value remains here.
Except the stuff in the fridge.
Indeed. I'm sure if we actually want to knock on all of these doors. Ooh, 6 real. Apartment 8, their mailbox is overflowing.
Give me a moment.
An elderly woman is leaning on her broom, her knuckles white as bone. She seems to be having difficulty breathing.
The cold never does any good for my bronchitis.
She sneezes into a dirty handkerchief. Are you alright? Should I call a doctor?
I'm fine. Fine. Don't you worry about me.
She starts coughing, red spots appearing on her cheeks.
Now, what do you want from me, policeman?
She's the cleaning lady. She knows the floor plan and the residence.
I'm looking for a young male in his mid-20s, dark hair, skinny build, a smoker on the balcony.
Yes, yes. I know who you mean. The scrawny boy who's always smoking like the devil, right?
She looks at the other end of the hallway.
Somewhere in the building, a child starts crying. You hear a radio tuned to a talk show and someone taking a shower.
What's he in trouble for?
No trouble. I just want to talk to him. Do you know where he lives?
Talk?
The cleaning lady starts laughing, but it turns into a violent coughing spasm. She squeezes her broom, trying to catch her breath.
What was so funny about that?
Is he a, prostitute?
He lives upstairs in room 28. Go to the balcony. It's one of those doors there. He's usually home in the evening.
Thank you. We should go check out his apartment on the balcony. See if he's home.
Who are you?
I'm no one. Just an old woman who cleans these hallways.
Do you live here?
If you can call it living. I have a little room upstairs right next to the coal room. It's barely bigger than a closet. But I don't complain, no. I have my bed and my aching bones to keep me company. And that's all I need from this world.
She juts out her chin, eyes shining.
She hasn't spoken to anyone for a while. Even her sentences feel rusty.
I have a few questions about those apartments.
Ask away, policeman.
Do you know who lived in the foreclosed apartment?
The hell am I supposed to know? Another nut job, I assume.
The cleaning lady shrugs, her mouth puckered like a dried fig. Why is there a hole in the wall in the abandoned apartment?
Some lunatic lost his mind. All kinds of morons pass through these halls.
Is one of the residents on vacation? Their mailbox is overflowing.
People come and go. I don't keep an eye on everyone.
They probably just moved or died, hopefully somewhere else.
What can you tell me about Cindy?
The artiste? Nothing I can do about her, I'm afraid. She ruins the walls faster than I can clean them. Still,
She leans on her broom.
she leaves an old lady to her business. More than I can say for others.
She mumbles some kind of a response, then hacks something into her handkerchief.
Okay. Number 9.
You hear someone walking around inside. This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number on the board says number 11. You hear someone
Investigate
walking
each of
around
these.
inside, rearranging the furniture. The number on the panel says 10.
Knock.
The walking stops abruptly, but no one comes to the door. Sounded like a woman. A woman's shoes.
Knock again.
A poor communard, from the looks of it. The room is barely bigger than a closet.
This time the steps come closer. Who is this? Demands a female voice, wary and tense. This is the police. Open up.
Do I have to open the door?
You hear the clacking of heels again as the other side walks right up to the door. Her tone is now getting a defensive edge.
Do you have a warrant? I'm not obligated to open the door if you don't have a warrant.
Let's go. We don't have a reason to get inside that apartment.
The lieutenant says.
It's generally easier to do things if you have literally any reason.
Okay, maybe I shouldn't knock on each apartment door.
That isn't just a 5-pointed star. It's an inverted white pentagram cradled in a wreath of antlers. The iconography of communism, in other words.
Inspect the symbol closer.
The star and antlers was developed in the 6th decade of the last century and quickly adopted by Mezov and the communards during the revolution. Even today, half a century after, the star and antlers retains the ability to evoke hope, disappointment, and fear in equal measure.
Why is the star upside down?
To symbolize the toppling of the old order. Also, some social democrats were already using it.
What's the deal with the antlers?
The wreath of antlers represents a natural crown. It was about building a society that could exist in accord with the natural world, and at the same time above it.
Why white?
Because white is the color of peace.
What does it evoke in me?
Gone. Gone is the glory of hope. Only the scribblings of impoverished students remain in dirty hallways. You are the big communism builder now. It's you or no one.
Rats are getting hungry. This box is filled with cleaning chemicals. Smells of laundry detergent. Flip up to glasses. The auditor. Eviction notices and missing pets are plastered on top of each other. An old shoe rack, boots, sneakers, and old slippers. Apartment 12. A loud, rumbling snore comes from within. Ooh, alcohol. Moss crawls on those bathroom tiles, actual moss. These shower curtains are covered in some sort of slime. Ooh. kind of bad taking money from these people, but to be fair, there it's kind of just lying around. These shoes come in 3 different sizes. Maroon glow of light pollution rises from the east. Your distant traffic at night is falling on the city. Front shift, just a little. Someone is watching from within. Breaker box is full of cigarette butts and electronic wires. I should get a view of the dead body from here. Store, nothing for you here right now. Someone's growing rosemary, thyme, and a cactus. Door to apartment 29. Complete silence. Whoever lives here isn't home. The door to apartment 30. Voices from within singing along to some buoyant dance track.
This door is made of metal and appears to be reinforced. Someone here really values their security. Number 28. This is where the cleaning lady said the smoker on the balcony lives.
Let's see if anyone's home. Knock on the door.
Knock.
No one answers.
Looks like the young man we are looking for isn't home. I think our best chance to catch him is in the evening.
He looks around, taking in the cold spring air.
We should return tonight after we have finished with our day's work. How about 9 p.m.? Sound good?
Sounds good. Tonight at 21. What are you talking about?
The smoker on the balcony. This is why we are here. Tonight at 9 p.m. Right.
It's interesting that it's voiced 9 p.m. instead of, but it's in 24-hour time. I guess that's what a lot of people are used to in America, though. Okay. Here. Door's locked, you can't get in. Chair's new, someone lives back there. Oh. Kim, how come you can get through? Well, I can sort of get through. Room. Oh, this is where the old lady. Someone's been sleeping here recently. 100 tiny feet scurrying beneath the gate. The rats of the city. Cindy? Enough coal to last for several winters. Smells of chemicals. Orla home labor regimes. One.
Ooh, the piggies have learned how to saunter up staircases. I didn't think you could do that with hooves. But here you are.
That's right, we've evolved. You're in trouble now, little lady. We cops don't let closed doors or unreachable perches or people having high ground on us.
Yeah, you got me now. The dynamic between us has completely changed.
She crosses her arms. I just want to borrow some paint to paint on that wall over there.
That smell coming from her paint bucket. It's not paint. It's heavy fuel oil.
Does she want to burn something, or is she just using it as paint because it's harder to get a hold of paint?
Red-dyed heavy fuel oil is only used in government vehicles, or at least that's the idea.
Is that government fuel oil?
What did you think I was using? Aquarels? Sucked it out of a cop's fuel tank myself. Back in Jamrock.
That's some clever cultural commentary.
You ain't seen nothing yet, piggy boo.
Is that bed in the coal room yours?
Ooh. Not only have you found my address, you've discovered my biggest secret. I'm a coal miner.
She does have eyes that seem to be smeared with coal.
It's not the nicest place, but I guess it will have to do.
It doesn't have to do anything at all. Nothing does. Like me. Right now, I'm doing nothing at all.
Don't you have a real home?
Does anyone in a city like this?
She replies wistfully, looking around. Really? You're a miner?
Yes. I keep hoping a shaft will collapse on me. But somehow, it never happens.
Well, I have other questions.
Shoot, Piggy. It's what you do, isn't it?
So you won't talk about the murder, but maybe you can tell us something about the murder victim's missing armor?
What do I care about some fucking tin eggshells?
Isn't armor art for the, body?
Ugh, alright. Sad Piggy. I'll give you this one. I saw a little girl in the fishing village running around with military-grade handwear. Look cute as hell. If you haven't been there, the village is a shithole down the coast from the main plaza. Have a good time!
She waves her hand in a general westward direction. And there's a little girl wearing the gloves there?
No. That's all the snitching Cindy the Skull does for today. Actually, I don't even know why I told you what I just told you.
Because I was so sad and desperate you felt pity?
I have a weakness for animals. It's the animal thing again. Damn it.
She looks at you, a little sad suddenly.
Or a weakness for police officers, miss. Thank you either way.
He makes a note in his notebook. Cindy, I need some paint. And your brush too.
What for?
For art. It's for art, okay?
Well, if it's for art. But what kind of art are we talking about?
Her eyes narrow to slits. To be honest, I haven't really thought of anything yet, but I'm sure I will. Everything is sad and shit, and we need art to make it okay. Just give me the brush. Grand art. Art deluxe. Artsiest. The most groundbreaking. Everything is sad and we need art to make it okay.
Sounds like you're just about to live out your self-pity, not make a statement. I can't have shit art on my conscience.
You'll see. You will all see and tremble.
Yeah, not gonna hold my breath, Piggy. You look like you'd suck. Everything really.
She quickly adds. It's a red track. Okay, let's come back to that then. Okay, so I have an hour until Smoker might get home.
You're back. Good.
Don't have any more dialogue left with you. Let's check. balcony. I should try talking to the woman you first talked to when you wake up on the first day. Okay, but first I need to get my novelty check cashed.
Is this about the questions again? Because I don't really know anything.
She puts down the magazine. I need to exchange this novelty check for cash. Give her the novelty check and gain 25 morale.
Wow. I didn't know you worked for the union, sir.
She rolls up the giant novelty check. Looks like she's seen it before and slips it under the counter.
Anything else I can do for you?
No, you don't work for the union. The union works for you by supplying you with cash. That was easy, worryingly so. You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are transparent, except for the big Fritta slogan on the back.
Interesting. My endurance is down when I have damage.
Here you go.
But no, probably be good. Interesting. I get another health point when... I don't really want either of the pants, but I also don't want to not be wearing pants.
Oh, hello, dear. There you are again.
Can I help you?
The door is closed. There is no answer. You hear the shower being turned on. Somewhere inside, a tremendous loneliness comes over you. Everybody in the world is doing something without you.
Swallow the emotion.
The door is closed.
Let's not bother her right then. Like an hour until I can read one of the books I picked up and find something else to do until then. Kim tries not to look at your broken down bathroom door. Drew, has Kim seen the inside of my...
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned.
Okay.
Kim also tries not to look at the pile of taped viscera on the carpet, or the weird suitcase on the hat rack, or the potted plant dying in the corner. But it's all just too morbid to ignore. The man is finding it hard not to trip on the tape and not to send any of the bottles rolling across the floor.
You looking at the destruction?
He nods.
I'm sorry for this.
No problem, officer.
He takes a step towards the door, like he'd like to leave. Aren't I supposed to, like, clean up? Wash off the deaths. Oh, once you can have some privacy. It's probably after Kim leaves. So, I could buy some sunglasses. I actually have a decent amount of money right now.
Everything's...
Choose the options
You
over
keep
here.
coming back! That's good,
Plus
officer!
one composure, minus shivers.
The shine on these sunglasses lasts a lifetime, officer.
Chemistry.
100% guaranteed.
And then up there.
The speakers below are banged up and worthless.
One reaction
The
speed
sneakers
plus
triumph
one-hand
over
eye
them.
coordination.
They're the star of the show.
They're pretty good, but also I have pretty good boots on right now because I stole them off a dead body. Scribbled between the thighs of a page 3.
If you don't mind, please put the flashlight away. Some of us have photonic sensitivities.
Oh.
Photonic sensitivity is not generally acknowledged by the medical establishment.
Oh, right. Sorry about that.
I do appreciate it.
Let me put my flashlight away.
Hello again. How can I help you?
By the way, do you happen to have any guns like the ones carried by officers of the Citizens Militia?
Someone else came here earlier today asking the same question. I promptly sold her the gun you pawned a couple days back.
Oh no. He had my gun. Earlier today... I visited you before. Why couldn't I ask this question before?
This is a pawn shop, and it did feel as if you've met before. Oh God. The lieutenant shifts from one foot to another, alert.
Wait, I sold you my gun?
You were adamant about getting rid of it, officer. Said you were undeserving of a service weapon of the Revachol Citizens Militia. And I don't like keeping guns around the shop for long. Off the charts photon emissions. The unhealthy kind.
Was the buyer a policeman too?
She didn't seem like a policeman. Although she kept referring to herself as a pig. Which was odd. I found her interest in the gun a bit... obsessive. But I was just happy to get rid of it. And of her. Truth be told, she was terrifying.
She the Hardyman? Hardy?
Right, so let me get this right. You sold your sidearm, issued by the Citizens Militia, and now a civilian is running around the streets of Martinez with it?
The lieutenant turns to you. There's only one explanation. She must be one of my rabid fans. Maybe she's a vigilante, wants to prove she can do our jobs better than we can. I don't like it either. What if she intends to commit a crime and blame it on the citizens' militia? I'm sorry, I sold my gun. I don't like it either.
You're right that she could cast aspersions on the force. We have to find her.
He looks around, worried. Any idea where I can find the spire?
My apologies, officer, but I have no idea where she was coming from or where she went.
A needle in a haystack. There is nothing you can do about it right now. You'll just have to hope Everard wasn't lying, and the Union can track her down in time.
Have people from Everard's Claire's Union come here to track that gun?
Maybe. Shady-looking guys came in here yesterday, looking like they'd just taken off their Wild Pines overalls. They asked if I have a police weapon to sell. I told them I already sold it. They went their way. It was a trip, but you know, all sorts of people come here, asking for all sorts of things.
Wait, then it might be true, Everard's claims.
Maybe Claire really is tracking down your gun.
The lieutenant's eyebrows rise slightly.
People as oleaginous as Everard seem like they're lying, even when they're really being truthful.
At least now I know how I lost my sidearm. Let's talk about something else.
Of course.
Ask about
Sure
my missing
thing.
gun again? No.
Sure, man.
I don't need any drugs. Harry, you don't need drugs. You don't need drugs. This is not... Just a moment. Gonna feed the rats because they are hungry. Okay, sorry about that. I looked over and I met Scout's eyes and he was just like... hungry, so...
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets.
Okay. What else can I do? Guess I should could go back to my ledger. I wonder how we open it up so that the trolleys can get by. That would be nice. She's not showering, she's up there. Oh, right, well, I need to go on the other side of it. We don't need more dialogue actions.
Fuck does Kuno care?
Kuno, I found your shack. Point to the shack.
You found Kuno's secret door to Kuno's secret shack. It was closed for 5,000 years. How the fuck did you get in?
I pushed the panels aside, Kuno. I phase shifted through the roofing material. Before we go on with all that, let's talk about how you said it was just some roofing material some people left behind. That was a lie. I phase shifted through the roofing material.
Shit. Get the fuck out of here. You can't do that.
You can't do that, Kuno. He's trying to fuck at you again.
Pigs can't displace. Can't do that teleport shit.
He says to himself, then turns to you.
How did you like it in there, pig old boy? Kuno's got a lot of cool shit there, right?
What was with the pig head?
Oh, that? Kuno decapitates pigs. That's just a Kuno demo tape.
He picks a bit of dirt from his fingernail. Were you trying to send me a message of some sort? Demo tape? Like some kind of musician? Cool pig head. I liked it. I got one too. This one. Point to your head. Demo tape? Like some kind of musician?
Yeah. Kuno plays on snuff radio, fucks pigs, live, fucks their heads off. Kuno's a cop killer.
He ominously points toward the shack. Found a plate with covered in powder residue. Know anything about it?
That's where Kuno gets his daily hit of electric. Kuno Shazam. Kuno rides the fucking lightning in there, pig.
Bet you'd like to ride the lightning too, wouldn't you? You feel tired and old, but you could have that sparkle in your eyes.
What's with the tube of magnesium? Kuno.
It's a vitamin, pig. Don't you know anything?
He looks at you like you just pointed at the sun and asked what it was.
You could use some.
It's magnesium, right?
Yeah, it's the mag. You fucking need that shit to stay on top of your game. Kuno goes through like a tube a day, rips mag like a motherfucker, and you could use a bottle.
Oh, don't teach him, Kuno! He's gonna use it against you, Kuno!
Come on, it's just magnesium. Don't mystify
You're
it.
not getting this, pig. It completely takes away the hangover. It's like you didn't do anything. Like you stayed home playing with your choo-choo.
He looks at you, eyes bulging.
Fuck you, pig! Don't do mag! You're gonna OD and you're gonna fucking die!
I've heard enough of this.
Good call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk to Kuno about his kingdom. Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Okay, let's go up here again. Let's look at our ledger.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers hanging from the board, with the permeables drawer inside. It's barely held together by a clip, then made complete by the faint smell. It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers
Try this
hanging
again.
from the
We're
board.
97%.
Just relax. The two sides of the board are slightly misaligned, like a drawer that's come off the slides. All you need to do is bend the plastic on your knee, slowly. The slides snap back into place. It should be possible to just,
Slide the drawer open.
Without resistance or sound, the two panels move against each other. The compartment is now open.
What's inside?
2 ticket stubs and a handmade postcard.
Okay, I'm not sure why killing yourself is an option, but pick up the ticket stubs.
2 octopuses are smiling, reaching their tentacles toward each other in the colored pencil drawings. The tickets permit access to the zoo in Revachol East. The aquarium costs extra. These let you go there, too. It's slightly.
Okay, I'm gonna quick save and then choose the kill yourself. I know this is probably a poor decision,
It's
but
the
I
ledger
don't
you
think
found
that's
in
like
the
actually an
trap.
option,
Without
right?
resistance or sound, the two panels move against each other. The compartment is now open. Inside,
Okay,
you
kill
see
yourself.
two. The words just crossed your mind somehow.
Who were they for?
Who do you think?
Okay. Glad that didn't actually result in him attempting to commit suicide. Pick up the card. Proceed.
Thin wax paper has been glued to a piece of cardboard. Sounds like leaves rustling when you pick it up. You see violet flowers, floral patterns, patches of glue.
Smell it first.
It smells of chewing gum, apricot flavored. A touch of cinnamon, the end of summer. You think the label says tutti frutti.
Open it.
Familiar handwriting lines the inside of the card. Looped, round letters in a woman's hand. A young woman in her 20s. There is care, effort, and a smile, you think. Although that is not something you can read from someone's handwriting. Harry, it begins. You're already reading. I wanted to write you a letter so you can read it when you wake up. Maybe it will make you happy.
Keep reading.
Your hand shakes holding the card. Every morning when I step out and you're asleep behind me, it says, I find a little piece of sadness in me. I carry it in my chest, down Voyager Road. Every step I take, it grows. By the time I reach the fuel station, it has filled me entirely. I step onto the light rail and look back. Sparks fall from the bow collector. I know it will be like this until late afternoon, when I get off the 42 and walk back to you.
Keep reading.
You. Every step I take will get lighter. It almost makes me run. Sometimes I do. I can't believe I met you. I can't believe the happiness I feel with you. You have a vast, vast soul, and I will always, always, always come back to it.
Keep reading.
Kisses, kisses, kisses. You feel the air sucked out of your lungs and the blood sucked out of your head. Everything around you gets dark. Small white dots appear. You feel the ledger slip from your hand.
Fall sideways. Okay, title screen. Again.
There is nothing.
Okay, is the game restarting?
Again.
Nothing.
Nothing said, brother. No treachery, just blackout.
Poor Kim. He was standing next to me while I was reading, and then I just sort of passed out. And poor Kim. Just lie there, passed out.
Well, almost nothing. There is the ground below you. That's still there. And the small light that's on, fluttering, somewhere in the basal ganglia.
Who's that?
That's me. Blue eyes, that's me.
And who was that?
Who was what?
He speaks of the sickening longing, the unwell emotion. Even in the darkness, he's grasping for it. Still trying to hold on to the great sorrows slipping in the water. Slimy.
Yeah, that's the stuff.
Here in the paleo-mammalian cortex, we call it the shadow. Because it's always there.
White morning.
Tell him.
Ah, yes. In the old factory system, they call it The apricot chewing gum scented one. It's unhealthy of them to linger on it so. But as they say, what do you do?
Was ex-wife, girlfriend. So nice. It smelled so nice.
It didn't smell nice. It smelled like betrayal.
Was that the X something? Where is Voyager Road? So my name appears to be Harry? No, just like the X something?
Bloated corpse of the past resurfacing.
No, it was beautiful.
Beautiful. Believe me, stupid ape. Its lack of beauty was not the problem.
Where is Voyager Road?
There is no Voyager Road. There are no roads, no houses, no lights in the windows. It's all on pause.
My name appears to be Harry?
Your name is fuck all.
That's not a very good name.
It certainly ain't Harry.
And what is it?
Your name is passed out on the ground, dragged around by one of the other evil apes. They're taking you somewhere.
Kim's probably taking me back to the room because he's worried about me. Enough, just lie there motionless.
You think they would let you? Until you disintegrate into biomolecules? No. Someone is breathing on your face now, inspecting your pupils, stupid idiot.
I'm glad I passed out with Kim here instead of being all alone. What is that? It's cold.
Yes. They're pouring something on you. It's in you. And
It's delicious. Glowing lights on a dashboard emerge out of nothingness.
It only took 10 minutes, which means I need wait for Smoker Guy to get back. Where am I?
In the upholstered cabin of Lieutenant Kitsuragi's motor carriage, seated in the driver's basket. The air is thick with leatherworks and heavy fuel oil. Cold water runs down your chin.
Drink. Water.
The lieutenant is extending a small canister to your mouth. Drink.
The water is cold, silvery, the stuff of life itself as it pours down your parched throat. The pounding in your head recedes. The darkness parts.
Drink. You haven't drunk water in 2 days. Did you know the human body is not made to survive on alcohol alone? You need a secondary form of hydration.
He tilts the canister. Oh, yeah, Harry, you need to drink occasionally. Yeah. Not drink for 2 days? That's bad. Drink.
With greedy gulps, you down half a liter of cold water. Some of it spills on the driver's seat. The lieutenant pays no heed to it.
What happened?
I should ask you the same.
You were reading your paperwork. Then you passed out. I carried you to my kinema to take you to a hospital. Then you came to.
How long was I out?
10 minutes, maybe.
Yeah, 10 minutes because I still need to. I came in contact with the burnt out ruins of the past, Lieutenant. I was dehydrated, it won't happen again. Start climbing out of the motor car. I came in contact with the burnt out ruins of the past.
That does sometimes happen.
He hands you the remains of your ledger.
He replies with such understanding, it's as if the burnt-out ruins of the past were an occupational hazard. Athlete's foot for cops.
You dropped these. Are you okay to proceed?
Let's solve this case.
Good.
The Ledger of Failure and Hatred is a special item that can be used both as an interactable and a tool equipped in your held slot for skill bonuses. Find it under the Tools tab in your inventory.
Interesting. This is the same ledger you found in the trash, only worse somehow. It makes you think about the letter, about the woman's handwriting, about not wanting to get out of bed in the morning. -2 authority.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage, it takes about half, not much.
Okay. And with that, I think that's going to be all for the night. Oh, wait, that's right, I picked up white. You see yourself from above. You passed out on the blue tiles of the hostel room floor. Even from this distance, you can see your eyelids flutter at the mention of white. A great white object, letting out its sweet smell, like a lily of the valley. The little man's forgotten its name, but he still remembers the feeling. And look, he moves. The feeling animates him. He instinctively reaches out for the feeling's best friend. A bottle of Commodore Red. He puts on his disco clothes and gets smaller and smaller. Harry's not handling things well. Okay, that's it for today. See you next time.